What is up? Thank you for coming to my channel, Prison POV. Shout out to the Point of View crew, shout out to the joiners, and today's episode of Prison POV is sponsored by The Difference. This is the Homeboys brand right here, and there's something about this shirt that makes you look real muscular. Every time I wear this shirt and go out, people accuse me of being on PEDs. Now I know how the Liver King feels. I can relate to you. I feel your pain, Liver King, because every time I go outside with this shirt on, people are like, Splinter, you weren't that big just a couple days ago. I have to say, chill out. I'm all natty. It's a shirt from The Difference, homeboy. It just puts like 20 pounds of muscle on you. I don't know how. It's better than creatine. So look, The Difference makes no promises. You know, the statements I'm making are not the statements by The Difference. Hey, but I'm saying my own personal experience. Anyway, check this shirt out, brother. Shout out to The Difference. And today we're going to tackle a difficult subject. I'd say dry snitching. Dry snitching. And the trip about it is, I know exactly what it is. I know what it is. I know what it means. I know when it happens. I know when it applies. But it's very hard to verbalize. Very hard to explain, even kind of difficult to come up with some examples, I found out. But I hit it hard, I put some thought into it, I'm going to explain it, examples, and have some couple stories go along with it. You know why? Because I had to. I had to do this video. I got called out for being a dry snitcher in the comments. Someone straight up said, Splinter, you dry snitched. And they gave the example, and I was like, no. But don't just let me tell it. Let's discuss it, because I probably wouldn't be the first dry snitcher that'd be like, once accused, like, no, I didn't. And I'm not even saying I'm a dry snitcher. Kind of sounded that way. But I wouldn't be the first person to say, once accused, that, no, I didn't. In fact, everyone does. So I'm like, no, I didn't. But bro, I'll tell you what he said, and I'll tell you what I said, and you can tell me what you said about dry snitching. Here's what he said. You know, I live in my cousin's pad. Things have a way of growing legs around here and just running off. This was a snake when I first got it. It's growing its legs, it's getting ready to leave. This is like a little snake figurine. It grew its legs, it's bouncing. Things grow legs and they dip. Yeah, see that picture right there? This one. It's a little bottom one. I had the camera slightly askew. I have it turned just so that you can see that little thing on the bottom. Now, it's been in my room for years. It used to hang here. I think at one point it hung there. It's been all over. It's made its rounds. It's there now. But a couple days ago, it wasn't here. I didn't notice that it was missing out of here. I noticed when I went in this room right here, behind this wall, if you had like x-ray vision, you'd be able to see through this wall and see that there's a room over there with a bed. No one lives in that room. It's like a guest room, a bunch of stuff in there or whatever. And that was hanging in that room for no reason at all. It either grew legs or my cousin, likely my cousin, came and took it out and just decided to hang it in there. So I was like, what the heck? I brought it up in a video. I was like, man, that's missing. I was like, she took it and put it in there. And someone said, Splinter, didn't you just dry snitch? Didn't you just tell on someone for stealing something from your room? And I was like, well, kinda. Can we talk about it a little bit? Because, I mean, you're making it sound real good, but I for sure got a rebuttal. No way. Because let's boil it down first. Ignore dry. Put that to the side. This is concentrating on snitching. Okay, go ahead and add dry with it. Dry snitching. But after the word dry, comes the word snitching, and so there has to be like snitching taking place before it could even be dry snitching. There has to be some sort of snitching, because that's what it is. It's a dry version of it. Dude, there's no snitching, because first of all, I didn't name anybody as this perpetrator who perpetrated their stuff upon my property. I just gave the real blanket, the real umbrella term of cousin. How many of those are out there? I didn't even say male or female. Cousin. So, I mean, and then, I just said cousin. And not only that, I didn't say that I'm pressing any kind of charges. I'm not talking any kind of authorities. I'm telling the Point of View crew, like, look what happened. The grew legs is gone. Now, if there was a cop watching my show and was like, what? I'm going to pursue this crime. Cousin, you say, huh? Took that, huh? There's no way he could, like, pursue it without me saying pursue it. And in any event, the thing doesn't cost more than $2. And so, bro, they don't pursue like $2 theft. I bet you if I called the cops right now and said, hey, someone came over to my house and stole something, it cost $2, they wouldn't even show up. Don't tell Walmart I said this, but bro, I bet if you went to Walmart and put like a soda in your pocket, they really can't do much about it. Like when they call the cops, hey, this guy's leaving with the soda. There's so much stuff going on in the city, popping over here, popping over there, this and that. Bro, turn on the news. Think they give a rip about a $2 thing or a $2 thing over here, over there? They really don't. Sad to say. Bro, I wasn't pressing kind of charges. I was talking to the point of view crew. So no, I didn't dry snitch. You'd fit real good in California prison though. The way you just threw that jacket on me. The homeboys would be real proud of you. The way you did that. How you kind of like just used my own words against me, turned them on me, and then threw it on me. Well, then you did this. A bad thing. I'm here to say no. I'm sure everyone agrees with me. No, that's not dry snitching. But what is dry snitching? Bro, dry snitching is telling without telling. You're telling without telling. How about if there's a fight going off in the corner and you're staring at it? And the cops see you stare, so they go over and investigate what you're staring at and they catch you people fighting. You just freaking dry snitched. You told without telling. You didn't say, hey, Tower, there's a fight over here, but by you like staring, you got him gaffled up. And bro, I've been guilty of it. Bro, I've been guilty of it, man. When I first started doing time, and even in my ripe old age, homeboy, like, it was one of my last violations. I knew Delano. Well, that was my turn. But dude, even later on my F number, I had a P number and an F number, deep into my F number. They'd expect that out of like a first term or someone just got started. They see a fight and like, oh, like, hey, homeboy, don't look. But me, done a grip of time, people are fighting. I was like, someone literally had to say, Splinter, you know what time it is, brother, what's up? And I was playing off like I was like, oh, no, I'm not going to, I was lost in thought, brother. I was just like, if I had one more in there. Yeah. I didn't even see them fighting. I was so lost in thought, dog. I was like, because I can't remember where I put 2 and then it made 3. Or something like. I cleaned it up, dog. I thought I did. Maybe not. Homeboy, don't look at no fights. Dry snitching. How about if you walk into the kitchen and you're going back to where they're doing the dishwasher and you're like, it smells like alcohol back here. And a cop hears. And the cop didn't smell the alcohol, but he heard you say it. So he goes looking around and finds alcohol and busts a bunch of people. Believe it or not, I've seen that happen. I was right there when it happened. A dude walked in and said, smells like alcohol. And some people gave him a funny look. There's a cop right there. And he's like, oh shit, did he hear me? Did he hear me? We're like, yeah, he did. I didn't know if he did or not, but I want him to sweat it out. If the cop didn't hear you, I want you to think he did. But you know what? I really think he did. And of course he did, because he came through and found the wine. It was up in the things. And it was green. It looked bomb. And that dude got the freaking brakes beat off of him at the kitchen. And then he dragged his wounded ass back to the cells and got tipped up there. By a cellie. And that always sucks, dude. When you just, someone push up on you, like, hey, you gotta beat your cellie up. Because for one, you live with your cell, you're probably cool with them. And you're friends more than likely. You live together, homeboy. And so you just, I don't know. There have been many instances of like, just like hitting the bed or the wall. And your cellie's they do that shit. But this guy didn't. He broke him off. Homeboy, that's dry snitching. Let me tell you about a dude from Bakersfield. He was at Corcoran SAT-F. Substance Abuse Treatment Facility. Now the level 4 180 at SAT-F is crack-lacking. That's one of the toughest 180 shoot kick out yards in the CDCR. But SAT-F level 2, it's like somewhat of a weak yard. At least it used to be. Because they have 8-man dorms and they beat all kinds of interracial bunking. At a time when people are really pushing for racial, with their own race only bunking. And that was one of the first prisons to do it different. No one was a fan of it. And so a lot of people are like, I'm going to go there. I got my transplant bag to go there. I'm not programming. You got like 24 hours to get there and take off on someone. SAT-F. This dude from Bakersfield was at the SAT-F. Level 2. And the inmates got mad at the police and they want to do some sort of sit down. All the convicts, inmates all came together of all races and said, it's us against the administration at this time. And we're pushing for better this or that. This is what we're going to do. No one's going to go to chow. No one's going to go to school, though, first and foremost. No one go to school. No one go to work. A sit down. But this dude from Bakersfield, the only dude in the whole little thing, is like, oh, hell no, I'm going to school. I'll give a rip. Because you lose time if you miss school. I'm like 9 days of the house. Could you imagine if I missed school? I might actually be like 11 days of the house. He's all weenie, stressing on his time, tripping on his out date, which is a big no-no. The car comes first. He tripped on his out date. He said, I'm going to school. I think he thought a lot of people would go with him. But as it turned out, he was like the lone wolf. He made the lone stand. He was the only dude who like went to school. Like crickets just showed up. Like I don't know what he was thinking. I wonder if he was stressed out, thinking I'm gonna get the brakes beat off me when I get back there. I'd be a target on my back. I'm the only one who rebelled. It's like it'd have been better if like 10 people went. I'm not sure if all 10 would have got beat up. But for the one dude who goes when everyone's having to sit down drinking broke off. So he came walking back in the building, and someone just rushed him as soon as they saw him and swung. But he ducked, hella slick. And he ducked so hella slick that everyone started laughing. They called him Duck after that. Duck! And I don't even think he got beat up because everyone was just laughing on the ground at how he ducked. Dude just came rushing. You seen him in the peripheral and, whoa, Duck, what's up, Duck? Good job, Duck. I heard about that. It made it to my ears. I heard about it, homeboy. I seen him on the streets. I knew it was him, and I started calling him Duck. It followed him from SADF level 2 to the streets of Bakersfield to a house at Rexon Acres, and I said, "What's up, Duck?" And he didn't like it one bit. He was mad about it. Hey, homeboy, keep that stuff aside the gates, dog. You know the whole story. I go, I know that you only went to school and came back and wanted to swing on you, and you missed and called you Duck. Is there more to it than that? But nevertheless, I start kicking with him after that. I should have knew better, dude. Based on his character, that he went to school, made us look bad. I think he didn't get beat up in there, but I think he got beat up when he got home. Some homeboys pulled him up, so you made us look bad, dog. That shit made it to the streets. What he did in there. The only dude to do it, and you're from Bakersfield, bro. Poorly misrepresentation of how we get down. Beat him up. I was calling him Duck, but he started doing big things. He had a lot of money. A lot of hustle, doing big things. And I start kicking with him in like a security position. Make sure no one pushed up on him, robbed him. I was living with him. We bumped heads a couple times. He actually tried to kick me out, get rid of me. I was like, no, I'm not going anywhere. You can't make me. I'm staying here. And I did. And that day I made him buy these parts for my car too. I fixed my car. It's like, I'll leave. You got to fix my car though. It's got a hole in one of the hoses. And he fixed the hose and I still stayed. Go nowhere. Anyways, one day he's telling me, I need to go to Oildale, and we're at downtown Bakersfield. I need to go to Oildale. I need a business transaction with a dude, a big business transaction. I go, right. We jump in my car, we smash out there, but I'm sidetracked because I'm high. I start breaking into all kinds of cars. I can't stop. He's getting nervous. Like, Splinter, please stop, dude. He's like, whatever you think you'll get in that car, I'll pay you for it. Like, if you think you're going to get $20, $30 out of that car, I'll give you $60. I was like, it's not the money. It's just straight up pure fun, just the excitement. You can't give me the excitement, bro. When I open a glove box and find like, whoa, Ray-Bans. You can't give me that, dog. You can hand me a pair of Ray-Bans. That's not Ray-Bans. It's not nearly as fun as like being surprised with them. You can't give me that surprise. So I'm looking at stuff. It took a whole hour. It should have been a 10-minute drive. It took an hour. And by the time we got there, the dude has gate chain shut, closed for business. You're no longer welcome. I'm asleep. We got there, ring the bell, like, dude ain't coming. And now it's kind of like late. It's Oildale, and there's cops all over. I'm like, let's go kick it over here. I got a good homeboy lives over here. Let's go to his house. We go there. He's not there. Like, dang, we're stuck. I was like, let's just kick it for a while. I was like, this is let a couple hours go by. Because by now, like 1, 2 in the morning in Oildale, cops are deep. I was like, dude, I don't even want, I'm running from the law. I'm absconding. Let's just kick it. He's like, no, take me home. I said, fine. We went to go pull us alley to leave. When I pulled out of the alley, there's one sheriff coming this way and one sheriff coming this way. So I ran from them, high-speed chase, went a couple houses over, went to an alley, went right back to that same dude's house that we were supposed to meet, but he's closed for business. Gate was shut, chain lock, pulled up there, we both jumped out, jumped the fence, ran around back to the house and came into the doggy door. And the dude's all sleeping in the corner. And he's like, dude, oh my God. I'm like, chill out. And he has CCTV, and we're watching the cops. And they get out. They're trying to figure out how to get in. They never did mess with my car. My dad came and got the next day. I thought that was a trip. A bunch of stolen stuff in there. Rookie cops. That could have been your gold mine. You passed up the car, you dummies. I'm glad, though. Thank you for that. And dude, they sprayed mace on a pit bull. That broke my heart, brother. I'm a big animal lover, dog. I don't like seeing them do that to the pit bull one bit. Anyways, the homeboy I'm with, I'm not going to call him homeboy. This knack I'm with is saying he's getting paranoid. He wants to leave that room we're in. I'm like, dude, no. We can see the cops in the CCTV. I'm going to make my point just 1 second. You're going to love this. Bro, we can see him on the CCTV. To stay here. They're going to leave. They have no idea we're in this house. No idea. They're not going to come knock on this door, and if they do, dude's not going to get up and answer. Just kick it. He could not take the heat. He was tripping out. He ran back up the doggy door. He jumped a couple of fences, and then he got up on a roof of a building, and the cops caught him. And when the cops caught him, they said, "Where's your crime mean? Where's the dude you're with?" He said, "He's at Steve's house." That's the dude's house you're at. They climbed to the doggy door. He's at Steve's house. So the cops like, "Oh, we know who Steve is. There's a big drug deal in the area. It's the only reason we're going there in the first place. Remember that big transaction?" Cops know about all those big transactions too. You know, Steve's kind of famous, quite as kept. Oh, he's at Steve's house. Then the cops came over, beat on the door. Steve answers and come in, get me, take me to jail. I didn't know though. I did not know that he said that until I got my paperwork, my violation packet, and had the push report in. I was like, he's at Steve's house, and we went to county jail together. And he's like, "Oh, they caught you." I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "They caught me off the roof." And I was like, "Yeah, they came over and got me out of the house." He's like, "Oh, dang, I don't know anything about it." No. And then we're at county jail, and we split our separate ways. Go to Wasco, different buildings. He ends up getting out. I go to main line. I get that police report. Boom. He's at Steve's house. And I get out and confront him with it. I see him. And he's all stressed out because he's dating some chick, and her dad's like a big homie type. He's real plugged in with the homeboys. He's got that long reach. He got a lot of juice. He's like, "Please don't tell him about duck incidents, and please don't tell him about the Steve's house thing." I taxed his ass. I made him pay me so tough. I could have put the tips on him. I didn't. I would have felt like a bully. He's a straight puss. I guess I should have beat him up for duck and for telling him the Steve's house. But I was already out. I was on the streets, and I just thought it'd be better if I just taxed him. If I came up on him, I got deep in his pocket, which is what I did. But he's at Steve's house. What a freaking idiot. So, hey, mind trip on this, though. How about this one? Another time I got told on. Okay, I apologize. I have alluded to this and talked about the story before, but I'm going to cover it from a different angle. I'm going to give you guys some new information. But how can I bring up dry snitching and not bring the story up? There's just no way I can. So, I'll keep it fresh. I haven't told it for a while. I poked the dude. We were bumping heads, arguing over some chick. Hella stupid. But he also had a lot of juice, a lot of yank, and a lot of homeboys knew him, and he was popular. But not only that, his brother was even more popular, had more yank, and knew more homeboys. So the two of them, dog, a couple brothers that got a lot of juice in Bakersfield, everyone knew him. Good homeboys. Me and him are bunking over some chick. Someone's going to get hurt. It's going to end up going down for sure. For sure it's going to end up going down. And I'm talking like 2-3 months. Sometimes he would nail things to my door. I'm looking for something. My bad. I'm going to get side distracted. One time he wrote a big old letter like this and nailed it to my door. He'd watch me with binoculars because the chick would go back and forth. When she was with him, I didn't care. I'm not going to do whatever. But when she was with me, he'd be a stalking dog. He'd be like sharking. He'd, like I said, watch my house with binoculars, leave big notes. And dude, someone was going to get hurt. And I didn't really like this dude, man. My first instant with this dude is I remember I was in county jail farm one day with a homeboy of mine, Todd, who I knew from the neighborhood from like 5th grade. And Todd tells me, it was store day. He went to store. He's like, "Hey, Splinter, you want to eat a bag of popcorn?" I was like, "Yeah." He grabbed the popcorn. We sat in the front yard, started eating it. Well, I guess he told this dude that I poked, he'd offered to eat some popcorn with him as well. Now, I don't know why he's standing around offering everyone, "Hey, you want to eat popcorn? Want to eat popcorn?" But he offered it to dude. And dude's like, "Yeah, like when I get back, whatever." Before he can get back, "Hey, Splinter, eat popcorn?" Like, "Yeah." We ate that popcorn, the dude came out all mad. "Hey, Todd, you ever offer to eat popcorn with me again? And you don't, like, know what time it is?" And I felt offended by it. Todd's like, all right. And I was like mad dogging him. I'm like, "What, dude?" I felt offended. Like, you got a problem eating this popcorn or something? And later on the streets, same dude, Todd, I'm at his pad. He wants me to drop him off at these apartments. And he's like, "Oh, shit," he's all getting all skittish because that dude, the dude about the popcorn, him and his brother, homeboys all tough, was supposed to be at these apartments. He's like, "Dude, I hope I don't bump into him." I was like, "You puss! Who cares, dog? This dude does look like a running back. He's like 5'9", 200 pounds. He's solid muscle, all yoked up and cut. Who cares, dog? It's just like an inflated tire, brother. It's nothing, homeboy." And I just made me sick that he was all nervous because of these apartments. So that's kind of like, no, I knew this dude. And then now me and him are bumping heads over this chick. And this chick was at my pad. I gave her a bunch of stuff that I said she could have. She ends up leaving before and she comes to my house, knocks on the door, and tells my roommate, "I have stuff here." She wanted a backpack that I filled up for her to give to her. I said she could have. But before she could leave with a backpack, her and I got in a fight, and she left without it. If you leave without it, you leave without it. Do you get to come back and knock on the door and re-enter without my presence? Just hustle my roommate? No! You have to wait to contact me again, because I probably changed my mind. I'm an Indian giver. Sorry, I don't mean to stereotype and like that, but hey, Indian giving on mine. I don't even know why I said stereotype. That was the wrong word. I knew what I meant. Dude, she's out of line for that. So I know the dude's going to drop her off. I don't know the dude. I know that she has a Prop 36, a drug class that she has to go to the next morning. So I'm going to wait for her there so I can confront her about the backpack. As I'm standing there, the dude sees me. He's driving down the road. He dropped her off around the back. He's driving. He sees me. And he parks his car and he comes up. Now, wouldn't you think he would like walk up all quiet, tiptoe up? Because my back's to him. Tiptoe up and be like, wham! And just knock the shit out of me. Creep up and get it. Instead, he real loud and I heard him. So I'm like, oh shit, someone's coming. I brace myself and he bumps into me. Knocks me into a bush. And he's like, hit me like this. And I just real calm and I go, I've had it there the whole time for you guys. I could have cut my weenus off. I pulled it out and it looked like this. And I'm just like this. And he's bombing on me. And someone said, hey, a white boy got a knife. And dude heard that. And I didn't feel him hit me no more. So I turned around to see where he's at. He heard the dude say had a knife and he would go run. Tripped over his feet and laid on the ground. I turn around, there he is on the ground. Can you imagine that though? You're bombing on someone, they're all curled up in a ball. Next thing you know, they pull a knife on you, you gotta run and fall down. Turn around like, wee. Got him 3 times, bro. He goes to the hospital. In the hospital, they say, who stabbed you? He said, I can't tell you. Go ask my girlfriend. She's wearing red shorts. She's in the waiting room. She'll tell you. The cops went and asked her, hey, what happened? She gave me up. She told, did he dry snitch or did he snitch? Bro, I took that paperwork, go ask my lady in red shorts. I showed all the homeboys who also state prison. I went and I showed all kinds of people. And no one wanted to believe it. They didn't want to get him in trouble. They said it's all good. He did nothing wrong because the lady told not him. In fact, I was in trouble. I had to get the NLR into it to have my back because I was going to get beat up for stabbing a homeboy. Why'd you stab him? You should have fought. He rushed me from the back. Who cares? You never stab a good homeboy. You guys should have fought. Like I said, I was in prison. People are plotting on me. I didn't call some calls. Dudes from the ride spoke up for me, said, fuck that. You guys better not move on, Splinter. So that's what's up with that. Do you guys want to do a viewer's choice? Dry snitching means telling without really telling. Like in a sneaky way. That's what's up with that. We're going to cut the string and let it fly. Let's do a viewer's choice tomorrow. I'll put the community tab up. None the most love and respect. Cut the string and let it fly. Peace.